You saw the sign. But the people from your village won't let you rest. Same thing with those of us who are sisters. They go, shut up. And you go and tell your friends. They say, come. But this guy you're going to do, wait, this guy is talking to you. No, don't mind him. Don't mind. You know, that's how guys always like, they just try to be hard. He's just trying to prove that he's a man. And then, but the other day told you, get out of my car and drop now. Out. And he pressed the brake and boom, open the door. Out. And he dropped you right in the middle of the road. I'm talking to somebody here. Drop you right in the middle of the road and drove away. Please, I don't know what I said that offended you. Forgive me. Let's continue. Help me slap a lady around you. Say something they do you. Say, no, Papa. And I were like, my sister, are you sure you're in the right? Papa, you know, men, eh? You know, he's a very nice guy. Just that anytime that thing come on him, that's something come. Like, he's a very nice guy. Papa, it's just that thing, eh? What? That's the only thing. Papa, that you see, Papa, you know, there's no way you marry somebody that's 100%, eh? Lecture me now. Lecturer. Papa, you know there's no way you marry somebody that's 100%. See, Papa, you understand, eh? You get what I'm saying? Eh? Be rotating your head. I am 22 years in marriage. You're about to start. You saw the signs. What I'm telling you happened in this city. Happened in this city. My wife and I called this girl and we said, sweetie, this guy she called me, she was crying. The guy parked his car and told her to get out, slapped her in the car. I said, sweetheart, I even personally called the guy. I said, sir, I'm not sure the two of you should get married. The two of you need to be healed. Otherwise, you damage each other in marriage. 1 hour I spent with this guy on the phone. The girl still went ahead. Got married. Barely 6 months into their marriage. Papa, I said, what is the problem? She said, the guy is bringing girls into the house. She has them recorded. He will sleep with girls in their matrimonial home. Long and short of it today, they already have a child, but they are no longer together. The marriage has ended. Brilliant girl. It has changed her status. She's now a divorced woman looking for a husband. Take this thing seriously. Purpose definition. Make sure that you know that this person, my assignment is to cross water. I am going to be crossing water all the time. So I need a partner that can provide me that kind of assistance, a boat partner. You can't marry a partner that hates water and your assignment has to do with water. You know, I want to marry you and but hey, can we talk please? I like you, and the only problem I have is I see that there are a lot of people around you. People always come around you. And I'm not comfortable. I see a lot of girls around you. I'm a speaker. I'm a singer. I sing. It's women that will promote my music. Women like my... Oh, well, that's where the problem lies. I saw a picture. You were snapping with one girl and you did like this and your shoulder was touching her body. They are fans. No, that's exactly what I'm saying. You don't know what I'm saying. You think they are fan, but she has intention. Now, so you mean 100 women have intention on me alone? So here you are, your assignment has to do with the public, but the person you marry hates the public. That will be the beginning of your downfall. Purpose. Purpose should decide partner. Have I sufficiently made that clear to you? Purpose definition. Number 3, destination connection. That is closely connected to purpose definition. Destination connection. Are we heading the same way? Do we feel for the same thing? As I'm talking about going to the nations, I'm planning to set my business around the world. I hope you are not getting married to somebody who say, look, sorry, all this talk, is today when we are talking, you are telling me about your business. We're going to be in Canada. We're going to be, your mouth is very big. Why can't we stay in one place? Here you are talking global. The person you want to marry is talking local. That should tell you that this is a Lamborghini that you want to use to fly across the waters. It's not going to work. And I shared with you what happened in Nigeria here. My own pastor way back in 1992, one of the most respected teachers of the word of God that you know. 20 years after marriage, his wife looked at him and she said, sorry, that look, resign, stop, shut down the ministry you are doing in Nigeria. That I want us to be in America. The man said, sorry, God didn't call me to America. God called me to Nigeria. She said, sorry, it's either you go with me to America or the marriage comes to an end. I can't stay with you. 20 years after marriage, anytime she wants to go to America, he will provide money. She will go for 6 months. She will stay there for as many months as she wants. She is more American minded. The man of God is focused on Nigeria. 20 years after, that's how the marriage ended. Destination connection. Are we heading the same way? Are we passionate about the same thing? Do we have similar interests? Is there a connection between the two of us? Number 4, love expression. Love expression definition. You must, you listen. My God. Can I get some water? Here's something I want to say to you. Thank you. Thank you. Here's something I want to say to you. Define how you receive love and define how you give love. That will simplify relationship. For instance, when I was going to get married when I got married to my wife, I like giving gifts. Is that okay? I like giving. I show love by giving gift. It could be money, it could be anything, So, I want to buy shoes for my wife. I like buying things for my wife. So I want to buy shoe, very beautiful snake stuff. I bought that for my wife. And I came home and I dropped it. Barely a few months into our marriage, I kept it on the table. And I said, hey, baby, how are you? And she said, fine, from the kitchen. And I said, guess what? I bought you something. And my wife came out. And my wife looked at it. She said, thank you. And my wife went back to the kitchen. Now, if you grew up in my own era, we grew up watching Indian film. You didn't watch Indian film. You watch Telemundo. Shine Indian film, Dramendra. Johnny man. Johnny come man. Johnny man. And then somebody will go on their knees. When you buy gift for the woman, Johnny man. Hey, the woman will come, Johnny man. Johnny man. And she will touch your legs, Johnny man. Then she will hold your legs, your knees, Johnny man. She will start rubbing your chest, Johnny man. Johnny man. And then she will kiss you. So when I brought the gift, in my mind, I didn't know I married a warrior woman. I was expecting Indian wife to manifest. She comes and says, thank you. And she went inside. That day, even though I was a pastor, that day, thank God we were not in America. that is a good time to get a gun and enter the kitchen and say, hi. The moment she say, boom, boom, boom. Every sir, I felt like I should die. Because no kiss, no hug, no song. I don't even know why you are laughing. You're supposed to be pitying me. You're supposed to feel for me. It's very, right? Very sad. That day I went and sat down. In the night, she now came. I brought your food. So, first of all, the problem was that she didn't even know what she did. She now brought me food. Hoping through. Because they taught her from home that the way to the heart of a man through food. So she too now brought food. Hoping I was going to look at it first and say, oh my God. Wow. You too, come. I hug you. I say, God, don't catch you. It's payback time. So when she brought the food, I said, sorry, I don't feel like eating. I was dead hungry. I said, I don't feel like eating. She said, but I spent all my time. I said, where's Mama Way? She's somewhere. She said, I spent all my time. I prepared from morning till I prepared the food. You will not eat. In my mind, I said, me too. I went to the market. I looked for the shoe. Johnny, man. Hey. Payback time. At that point, we were all hurting. She is hurting that I didn't eat her food. I'm hurting that she didn't appreciate my gift. So we slept like that. The next day morning, God woke me up. He said, you are going the way of your father. That's exactly what your father normally does. Whenever your mother offends him, he will not eat her food and cook his own food. Let this mark the end of not eating your wife's food under any guise for the rest of your life. And that marked the end of it. But here's where I'm going to. That day I now said, but God, look at what she did. He said, you don't understand the woman. Let every man dwell with women according to knowledge. An ignorant man will mess up his marriage. Let every man dwell with women. How, sir? According to the knowledge of women. So every man must pursue special knowledge about women. You must read about women. That marked the beginning of my study about women. And that's how I stumbled on a study called gender dialect. That's when I got to know that genders have a way they speak love. Women don't talk love like men do. That was before 5 love language came out. That was the book, that was a study that helped me. And I got to realize that my wife was expecting me to come and show her love in the kitchen. So when I came back, she was expecting me to come to the kitchen and say, hi sweetie, how was your day? And just even touch her, how can I help you? That was what she was just expecting. But me, I came bragging with my gift. Expecting a song from India. I didn't get one from Warri. I said, oh, now I see. And then 5 love language came out. So I got to know that my wife's love language is act of service. That's how she receives love. That's how she gives love. My own, I receive love with quality time. I give love with gifts. So understand your love expression. The book, they see the book, 5 love language. Waiting with this one, they get love, get language. All these American people. You better read the book now. So that when someone comes into your life and say, look, how do I love you? You just simply say, look, don't stress yourself for me. If you want to show me love, help me. My love language is act of what, sir? Simplify the journey. You want to love me. You want me to be happy. Before we get married, we may not do all the love, touch, romance. But please, once in a while, hold my hand. Let's cross the road. Once in a while, just touch me on the back. I am a physical touch person. I'm a person of word of affirmation. Please, I need you to speak right words. They matter to me. Don't leave somebody guessing. How should I love her? Hey, God bless you. You are the sweetest sugar in my tea. They look at it. Wait, all this kind of nonsense. So they talk. And the guy feels broken. I was just trying to show you love. But that's not the way she internalizes love. For instance, my wife, now I go and meet my wife and I'll be saying, Mary, Mary, the only sugar. But before you finish, if my wife slap you, your poetry will stop. Because my wife does not internalize love like that way. You know why? My wife has been surrounded by too many people who will tell you what they don't mean. So my wife finds it difficult to believe when people are told these flattery words. My wife doesn't believe it. I'm showing you how that if you're going to be happily married, define how you receive love and how you give love. How you give love may not be how you receive love. Am I making sense to you here? How many of you have seen that book, 5 Love Language? Raise your hand. Raise it up very well. How many of you have read it? What are the 5 love languages? Number 1. Loud and clear. Confirmation. Number 5, character definition. Please, I'll rush through this in 3 minutes. I'm out of here. Character definition. Make sure before you settle with anybody, define their character and define your own character. Character is superior to anything in marriage. You will live with character. The character of a person will decide the happiness or the lack of it in your marriage. Character. Don't play with red flags. When you start seeing bad characters in manifestation, don't play with bad attitude, bad behaviors. Don't play with them. When you see them, don't say, oh, the person will change. Number 6, gender need. Gender need definition. Define what the gender you want to marry. Define what that gender needs. For instance, if you're going to marry a man, what is one major thing men need the most? What is the number 1 thing men need? Say it louder. Say it so that they can hear. Because some of them don't know. Say it louder. Respect. Respect is like the oxygen a man breathes. The absence of it will choke him. A man may be fighting you and you will not know why, and he doesn't know why. And it's because he feels disrespected. So know what every gender need, and particularly know what the gender you're about to marry, the person you're about to marry. Even though all men need respect, all men don't receive respect the same way. So make sure the person you want to marry, make sure you get to know how the person wants to be what? Respected. What is the number 1 need of women? Men. Men, what is the number 1 need of women? See the way the women answer your own straight. Please, all women, let's hear them now. Men, let's hear men. All men, what is the number 1 need of women? Balance. Confusion. Money. Women, what is your number 1 need? Maybe you are even the one confusing the men. You don't know what you need. Okay, 1 minute. What is your number 1 need, women here? Attention. All women here, if that's your number 1 need, raise your hand. Attention. Women here, what is your number 1 need? Love. If love is your number 1 need, women, raise your hand. Love, raise your hand. Over here, women, what is your number 1 need? Attention. Auntie Oma, What? Love. Attention. What is your number one need? Attention. Okay. Okay. Hey, Father, help us. Okay, women, listen. Can I have 3 women? How many of you say attention is your number one need? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Attention. Let me have, come to me. Come to me. Let me have 2 of you. Let me have you 2, the lady on white. Come, yeah. Yeah, the lady coming on black, come.